Hello and welcome to another art challenge video. I'm Holly, in case you don't know that, and this is what I did for Thistlewinter2022. So I've been wanting to do more art challenges this year. It's sort of a New Year's resolution, but also I don't really make many New Year's resolutions, so you know. So what is Thistlewinter2022? It was a very cozy and chill art challenge for the month of January 2022. I happened upon this cozy art prompt list in my daily Instagram scroll, and I'm so glad I did, because weekly art challenges are so much more doable than day-to-day art challenges like Inktober and stuff like that. And I am super happy to have done this / will be doing this. I have done 3 prompts so far, and I'm working on the last one, so yeah. Here is a screenshot of the post that I followed. The prompts were Quilt, Warm Burrow, Blackberries, and Forest Glow, which I'm currently working on as of filming this. This art challenge is hosted by, sorry in advance if I mispronounce your username, Little Ghost Ellie, Sissel Studio, The Ghost Egg, Brielle Artwork. So without further ado, let's go get into my goals, shall we? I have 3 goals for this challenge right here. First goal, I'm just gonna bring this up here because I don't remember what my goals are for this challenge. Try to do more cozy art. What I mean by that is experimenting with different types of lines and things and just trying to make it a bit less like clean edge art and more adding like textures and things like that. And just make it feel like cozy. Like, what do I feel when I look at this? Do I feel cozy? Like, do I just feel happy? Like, what are we going for? So that's kind of what I'm going for goal number 1. Goal number 2 is to take my time on each prompt, but to not spend too much time on each prompt. And what I mean by that is for Inktober, I think on a couple of the prompts I spent over 5 hours, which is a lot. Especially when you're doing daily prompts, which I ended up not doing daily prompts after a little bit because I'm like, this is dumb, and I'm also not passionate about all these prompts. But that being said, I think a lot of them turned out really cool, and if you're interested in looking at that, I do have a video icon in the thing. I also have a Redbubble shop if you're interested in anything that you see there. Goal number 3 is try to create one piece that is lineless. I don't know if I'll be able to do all of them lineless. I highly doubt it because I am not very proficient with lineless art, but I really like how lineless looks, and I've been wanting to do more lineless art, so I'm using this challenge to incorporate that into my goals as an artist. Now that we've discussed my 3 goals, let's get into the prompts, shall we? So, starting off with this prompt, Quilt, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to incorporate a cat somehow, which is why you see flashes of reference pictures of my cat Copper. Then, since he was snuggled all cute and cozy in his blanket, I figured out that then I could make that into the quilt, which would then fulfill the prompt, so perfect. I was going to color the cat based on Copper, but then I quickly decided that an orange cat would definitely fit a lot better here with the overall color scheme and vibe of the piece. I also found this really cute chicken-themed quilt on Google Images, and I used that as a guide for some of the colors of the quilt that you see here. And that's prompt 1. Quilt complete. Okay, warm burrow time. I believe this prompt took me the least amount of time because when I saw the prompt word, I immediately wanted to draw a fox that was burrowed underground in its den. I looked at the time for this one, and apparently it only took me about an hour, which is really fast for me, and definitely completes that second goal that I had. This reference picture is a screenshot I took from the game Sky Children of the Light, which is essentially an app game that has absolutely beautiful art and I play quite frequently. I should probably mention that I play this game a bunch over on my Twitch channel, so self-plug, I guess. Okay, can we talk about how I have the tendency to draw subjects super duper small sometimes? Like, it's so annoying. I don't know why I do it, and it's definitely a habit that I'm trying to break. But luckily though, with digital art, I can just scale that fox up and it makes much more sense for the piece. I also played a bit with some texture brushes for this piece, which is hard to tell at first. Oh, there we go. So I played a bit with the opacity on an airbrush and also with a dots brush for this den to give it a little bit of a sort of sand/dirt texture to it. And there we have it. Warm burrow complete. Alright, Blackberry time. So for... I'm sorry, that dirt face in the beginning gets me literally every time I try to record this. I have tried to record this without laughing and I can't do it. It's just dirt faces, man. Like, they just get to me. So the inspiration for this piece is derived solely from this majestic, beautiful black cat image that I found on Google. As soon as I saw it, I knew that I had to draw it. That's pretty much it. I call it the catberry. Is it a cat that's stuck in a blackberry? Is the cat's body a blackberry? Who knows? All that matters is that he is adorable and I love him. Also, this is me redoing the ears and changing the background color to give off better blackberry vibes. And here he is, in all his glory, the catberry. So I'm working on the fourth prompt here, and I'm just trying to get a little inspiration from Pinterest just because I'm kind of falling short of ideas. Obviously, I want it to be something foresty, something glowing. I already did a fox, so I don't really want to do that again. But I have an idea to use maybe like some lichen or like some mushrooms and things. Like these here are really cute. I don't know, but I'm just gonna scroll a little on Pinterest. Okay, that's terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Oh my gosh, look how big this mushroom is. That is a blurry photo. That's a big mushroom. The heck? That's huge. Alright, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna save that. I really like the red mushroom theme. Ooh, here's some more red mushrooms. I think I already pinned that. Oh, nope, I didn't. Okay. Okay, I think I have some ideas. I'm gonna pin this. I like this. So let's go for a mushroom foresty theme. Yeah, alright. And last, but certainly not least, Forest Glow. For this one, I basically saved a bunch of mushrooms and lichen photos and just went a bit crazy with them. I feel like I don't draw lichen enough, which is what I'm calling that green stuff on the tree, by the way. I don't technically know if it's actually called lichen, but I'm referring to it as such. Side note, I really like that I went with the two-tone idea of the trees here. I'm pretty happy with how their texture turns out, which you will see in a little while here. Oh yes, and the sudden sunbeams there were pretty fun to add as well. They definitely give the piece some of those nice, warm, glowy forest vibes. And there we go! Thistlewinter2022 is a complete. So that was my journey for the Thistle2022 Art Challenge. Overall, I feel I learned a little bit more about what art styles I like and what I would like to develop my art style to be as time goes on and I grow as an artist. Thank you again to the lovely folks who put this art prompt list together. It was so fun to do. It really added, I guess, a bit of warmth to my rather cold January. I will link their Instagrams down in the description, so be sure to go and check them out. And I just wanted to review the goals that I set for myself for this challenge. Did I succeed? Did I fail? Let's find out, shall we? Goal 1 was to do more cozy themed art. I definitely think that the first piece that I created for the quilt prompt, the one with the cat and the quilt, and I'll just put it on the screen, definitely fulfills this vibe. It gives me so many cozy feels, and yeah, I would give myself a definite yes to succeeding in this goal. Goal number 2 was to take my time for each prompt, but to not take an eternity on each prompt, specifically referring it to Inktober. So, how did I do? Time. You know, the more I experience time, the more it always seems to elude me. That being said, I feel like I did spend an appropriate amount of time on each piece. If you compare it to last year's Inktober, I definitely did a lot better with gauging my time and not taking an eternity, but also not feeling super rushed. The most time I spent on a piece was the quilt piece, which was about 3.5 hours, give or take. This includes recentering the piece, which I had to do at the end to make it, like, you know, in the middle and look a little bit more put together. So I think I will give myself a pass for this one, especially since the fox burrow one only took about like a little bit over an hour for the entire process. So I'm gonna say I passed for this one. I feel like I improved. So yes. Goal number 3 was to create at least one lineless piece of art. I think I completed this goal. It really depends on what you consider lineless. Technically, the trees and a couple of like the mossy and flowery bits are outlined very subtly with like a darker shade of the original color, but I didn't use like dark lines, so those pieces are also in the background, and in the foreground is the red mushroom, which is sort of the main focus of the piece. So I don't know. I think I'll give myself like a halfly met goal. Because technically there are outlines, but they're not dark outlines, so kind of met. Ending super strong. So yeah, that was my experience with Thistlewinter2022 this year, and thank you again to the people who created the prompt list. Y'all are amazing, and definitely go check them out. I also have links to my shops and social media and things down in the description below as well if you're interested in that or whatever you want to do. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye! Links Alright, so before we get started, I'm excited because I got a new mic stand. You can't see it, but it is beautiful, and I'm very pleased with my purchase. Link. This died on me. Okay, it's still recording. That's fine. I got a new recording app on my tablet because my Mac, which is ancient, has finally had it and will not cooperate with Audacity. So I've done alternative means of this video. Yes. Give or take, we'll see how many art challenges I do this year, but so far I have done more than last year, if I include Inktober. Right? No. Cut that out. Goal 1. Hopefully the quality's not compromised. Not that there was much quality to begin with, but that's okay sometimes.